Okay, guys, we're back. And let me focus this camera a little bit. It's on focus. There we go. Alright, and we're going to do our second or our fourth segment of this special. And we're going to do You Don't Know Jack for the PS. Rarely, another game I rarely play on this channel. But I'm going to try to get them as much money as possible. And it's going to be a solo game because I'm not playing against anybody. So here we go. Try to give him as much money as possible. I had this game for a long time, 15 years. Because this is 1999 game, so 15 years I had this CD. Or close to it.
60 seconds.
My face.
Speak up.
Well, no. It's a mic. It's supposed to pick up my voice. It doesn't mean. I don't need.
If y'all can't stand cussing on this game, please don't join this video. We're doing a 21 question game.
Thanks. Okay, here we go. A question pops up. You know the answer. You buzz in. You hit the button on your control. Hey, chill out. We'll get you to the game. Don't worry. We're not going anywhere. All right.
Know the rules already. Alright, let's do rockin', rollin', and inventing.
Now serving, rockin', rollin', and invented. You give me a right answer, I give you $3,000. Hey, you know that band Jethro Tull and their big hit song Aqualung? No? Well, you should. Considering what Mr. Jethro Tull invented back in the 1700s, the band Jethro Tull should have written a follow-up song to Aqualung called what? Machine Seed Drill, Instrument of Torture, Rigid Airship, or Cotton Gin?
Aqualung. Now, if I guess and miss this question, I lose money. So I'm not going to answer this.
The correct answer is... Mr. Jethro Tull invented the machine seed drill. Then he grabbed his flute and pranced around like a ninny.
Okay, we'll do another question.
Category, please.
You know what? You can't play a board game with a missing piece. I love that.
The selection is, you can't play a board game with a missing piece. $3,000 for this one. Remember that game called Labyrinth? It's the one where you have to get the metal ball through the maze without letting it fall into any of the holes. Yeah, now you remember. Because this mythological figure came up with the original Labyrinth, who would you expect to kick your butt at the game? Ares, Prometheus, Daedalus, or Pandora?
I'm staying away from this one too, I don't know.
See, now, I could have given you some cash if you picked this. Daedalus was the guy in mythology who created wings of wax that melted when his son Icarus got too close to the sun. And he came up with the labyrinth. So, he might kick your butt at the maze game, but don't let him take you paragliding. Okay, I need a category.
Okay, let's do, for the last time there's no Jenny at this number. This is for Gary.
1, 2, raise me a mighty 3. Shake hands with, for the last time, there's no Jenny.
These are all $3,000 questions so far.
We got $3,000 in the pot. Flex those fingers, cause here it comes. In the early 80s, Tommy Two-Tone inspired everyone to dial 867-5309. Considering the type of numbers that make up the phone number, how could you best describe Jenny? She's a whole lot of fun, she's a natural, she's prime time, or she's a Hummer.
Gotta think about this one. I'm gonna say she's prime time.
No, prime numbers are the ones that can only be divided by 1 in themselves, like 3, 5, and 7. Now, look at your score for a lesson in subtraction.
Well, lose 3,000.
You wish you'd pick this.
It's a whole lot of fun. Should have got that.
867-530 and 9 are all whole numbers. The reason I wanted to call 867-5309 is because I heard Jenny's 362834.
Oh well.
I need a category.
What cops really stand for? We on 4.
This one likes to go by what cops really stands for.
$2,000.
And you pocket $2,000 if you get this one. Okay, imagine you're a network TV exec asked to pick the name for the new crime drama with an edge. The show is gritty, realistic, and has a great pilot episode subtitled King Philip Came Over for Ginger Snaps. Based on what this mnemonic represents, which is your most fitting choice? NYPD Color Spectrum, Biology and Order, Homicide Life on the Seven Hills of Rome, or Hill Street Justices of the Supreme Court?
NYPD.
As for this answer, color me unimpressed. For the curious, here's the right answer. King Philip Came Over for Ginger Snaps is a mnemonic device for remembering the order in the biological classification system. Kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species. And tune in for next week's very special episode titled Killer's Postcoital Overture for Gentle Snuggling.
Alright, keep going.
Alright, hit me.
What's the weirdest place you said whoopee? Not doing well on this.
This little number's known as, what's the weirdest place you've said whoopee? Get it right, I'm handing over $2K. Okay, I'm sure you remember Mr. Whoopi from the Tennessee Tuxedo cartoon. Well, if instead of yelling whoopee, Mr. Whoopi yelled Whoopi Goldberg's real name every time he got excited, what would he exclaim?
It'll be Karen Johnson.
Mr. Whoopi would be yelling Karen Johnson.
It'll be Karen Johnson, I know that for sure.
Which wouldn't be a good idea. You should never make Whoopi angry. Okay, pick a category.
Religious leaders and other righteous dudes.
The category is religious leaders and other righteous dudes. I'm giving out $3,000 for a right answer. Suppose you were around Wittenberg, Germany in the early 16th century and you really dug what Martin Luther had to say when he started the Reformation. Based on the popular legend about how Martin Luther presented his 95 Theses to the public, what could you say to him by way of congratulations? I can't sing your praises enough, Martin. Martin, that rocked. Wow, that knocked my socks off. Or, way to go, Martin, you really nailed it. Let's take a look at the right answer.
Way to go, Martin, you really nailed it.
Luther nailed the 95 Theses to the door of All Saints Church in Wittenberg. Man, he must have had a lot of brand before he did that. Oh, Theses. Oh, yeah. I thought it was the 95 Feces. Category, please.
Spawn at the White House. Spawn of the White House, I should say. It's question 7.
Here we have Spawn of the White House. How does $2,000 sound? Okay, pay attention here. This one's a toughie. Number 1, marry Mary Elizabeth Aitchison. Number 2, plan sex around wife's menstrual cycles. Number 3, get elected vice president. What mathematical set of rules and birth control method is this an example of? Alger hysterectomy, governorigamy, algorithm method, or CIA IUD?
I'm staying away from this one.
Hey, got a minute? Take a look at a right answer. That question was written as an algorithm. Al Gore married Mary Elizabeth Aitchison, and the rhythm method is a way of birth control using a woman's menstrual cycle. All that and now one mention of campaign finances. See, we don't always go for the cheap shot. Okay, I need a category.
Okay. Giving the presidential family tree a trim.
The category, giving the presidential family tree a trim. Looks like this one's going for $1,000. You know, Hillary Rodham Clinton is pretty liberal, but it was really Eleanor Roosevelt who paved the way for forward-thinking first ladies. If in order to demonstrate her liberal mindset, Eleanor Roosevelt had refused to give up her maiden name, how would the nation have referred to the former first lady?
It'll still be Eleanor Roosevelt.
Franklin and Eleanor Roosevelt were actually fourth cousins and shared the same last name even before they were married.
They were cousins Eleanor and Theodore. I know that for a fact.
I need a category.
I'm gonna go for ever have that not so fresh feeling.
Coming at you. Ever have that not so fresh feeling? $2,000 for a correct answer. Hope you brought your suit. It's time to get wet. Say they pepped up boring old panty shields by making them out of the same thing as the Canadian Shield. What would be the best slogan for the new Canadian panty shields? Rock solid protection, it has feathered wings as comfortable as a Mountie saddle, or warning, may cause static shock.
Go with this.
A Mountie saddle, so it's a panty shield made of leather. Well, you'd have to wear it a few times to get it broken
Not
in.
right.
Here's what you should have picked. The Canadian Shield is a huge rock formation that covers parts of Canada and the U.S. I'm assuming these would only be used on heavy days.
They are. Next question.
All right, hit me.
Needed win.
Hey, great choice. I've been waiting for this one. It's a three-way.
Three-way, okay.
Okay, listen up. This is pretty simple. You're gonna see a three-way like this one. When the correct three-way member is lit up, buzz in. If you make a match, you pocket $1,000. But be wary, it'll cost you $1,000 every time you buzz in and you're wrong. Okay, party
Get some
time.
money on
Let's
the
just
board.
say this one's known as You Need It When, and your timely group for this three-way is yesterday, today, or tomorrow. All right, good luck. Woohoo!
That was a good one.
Woo! It's all over. Let's see what happened.
I don't know those
Yeah,
languages
we'll
there.
comment on that one. Let's see what this lousy performance does to your score.
We finished with minus 4,000.
Down, round 2 to go.
Hopefully I'll
Let's
get out the hole after this part.
Every question in round 2 is worth twice as much, so we got some serious cash at stake here. Let's get to it. Okay, pick a category.
Okay, as the word turns.
Don't look now. It's question 11.
Let's see what we got going. As the word turns, you get 4,000 clams for this one. So, you think you know your soap operas? Well then, which of these opera titles is an anagram of a famous brand of soap? Aida, Carmen, Tosca, or Deflator?
Tosca.
The letters in Tosca, an
It's
Italian
Coast.
opera composed by Puccini, can be rearranged to form the word Coast, which is a brand of soap.
That was easy.
I'm not sure what
Grab
Tosca
the
means,
hoe.
but I think it's some sort of condiment. Category, please.
Goodbye, city life.
And this one is Goodbye City Life. $2,000 says you don't know this one. Think fast. While on your way to visit the folks from Green Acres and Hooterville, you take a wrong turn at Mr. Drucker's and end up in a Hooverville. What would you expect the houses to look like? An enormous dam, skyscrapers, cardboard boxes and makeshift tents, or vacuum cleaners? What the hell were you thinking there? See, now, I could have given you some cash if you picked this. Hooverville refers to Depression-era tent cities built by the poor and homeless, so named because Herbert Hoover was president then. But you know, if the folks in Hooterville made living in a barn seem charming, maybe the folks in Hooverville can do the same for cardboard boxes.
Maybe.
Okay, I need a category.
Maybe they should put soda machines in the morgue.
Swing your partner 1 and 3. A do-si-do
Go with a big 13.
Well, what do we have here? Maybe they should put soda machines in the morgue, and it's worth $2,000 if you get this one right. Hey, I hate to be the one who brings up childhood traumas, but imagine you came home one day to find your goldfish floating belly up in the bowl. Given their 70s advertising slogan, what would be the best drink to pour into the bowl to revive your dead goldfish? Knee-high Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper? Then wouldn't you like to be a winner, too?
No?
Bet you wish you'd pick this. In the 70s, the advertising for Coca-Cola was Coke adds life. So if this is true, it might bring your goldfish back from its watery grave. Although with their 90s slogan, always Coca-Cola, I don't know, I'm a little freaked out about a goldfish having eternal life. I need a category.
Rudolph the Brown-Nosed Cabinet Member.
Well, looks like this category is Rudolph the Brown-Nosed Cabinet Member. Set up straight, this one's worth $6,000. Remember all those Christmas specials that used animated puppets like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? Well, if the Island of Misfit Toys decides to follow the economic policies of mercantilism, which of these would make the best finance minister? Heat Miser, Winter Warlock, Yukon Cornelius, or Baby New Year?
Staying off of it.
For the curious, here's the right answer. If a country believes in mercantilism, they want as much precious metal as possible. So they'd want Yukon Cornelius, who's always digging and licking for gold. Yeah, if they make Yukon Cornelius their finance minister, they can make Herbie the dentist elf their surgeon general. All right, hit me.
3D or not 3D? That's the question.
You chose wisely, my friend. You just got your hands on a dis or dat.
Here we go. We need some money here.
The category for this dis or dat is 3D or not 3D. That is the question. I'm about to read off the titles of 7 movies, and for each one, I want you to tell me if the movie had a 3D sequel or it did not have a 3D sequel. As you see each one, if it's got a sequel filmed in 3D, press down on the square. If it doesn't have a 3D sequel, give the circle a tap. And if you want to skip one, hit the triangle button. I'll give you $1,000 for a right answer, but $1,000 off for each one you miss or any that you just don't get to. Okay, can I have 30 seconds on the clock, please? And we're off. Friday the 13th, 3D sequel, no 3D sequel. Jaws. The Exorcist. Nightmare on Elm Street. Amityville Horror. Child's Play. Last one. Silent Night, Deadly Night.
There we go, $5,000.
That's right, not quite perfect, but you can't.
Round the hole, we got $1,000 now.
Hey, that's something. Let's keep going. Okay, pick a category.
New swear words. Sixteenth question.
This one's called New Swear Words. Think you can handle $6,001 bills? Let's rock. If Christianity were taken over by the Church of the Subgenius, which of these expressions would most likely become tantamount to using the Lord's name in vain? Jane Almighty! Oh, God damn it! I swear to Bob! Or, for Kristen's sake!
It's old Todd, damn it.
Okay, any religion that tells you to pray to a guy named Todd is not a religion. It's an organized sport.
It could be I swear to Bob, too.
In case you're wondering,
Yeah.
The symbol for the Church of the Subgenius is a guy named J.R. Bob Dobbs. Yeah, and the worst thing you could tell someone in the church is that you hope they become normal. Category, please.
Hungry.
Number 17.
Hopefully we'll get out the hole by the end of this
For
game.
your enjoyment. Hungry? And you pocket $2,000 if you get this one. All right, get ready and solve this analogy. Eve is to rib as lamb chop is to what? Adam, mint jelly, sock, or mutton?
I believe Eve is to rib mutton.
What did you choose for the right answer for that question?
Mutton, honey. Let's take a look at the right answer. Just as Eve was created from a rib, lamb chop is a hand puppet made from a sock.
Right.
Which begs the
Shoot.
question, Sherry Lewis, puppet genius or just a really bad dresser?
Oh well.
Okay.
Three's geometry. Three's geometry.
And I believe this one's called Three's Geometry. Get it right, I'm handing over 2K. Okay, pay attention here and imagine this Three's Company episode. Jack, Chrissy, and Janet finally give in to their passions and engage in a three-way toe-sucking session. Since they are all different heights, what kind of triangle will they make? Equilateral, isosceles, scalene, or acute?
I'm gonna say Scalene.
Scalene triangles have three unequal sides, so since each character is a different height, the sides would be unequal.
There we go.
I hear
Math
Jack
is my
a
subject,
great
guys.
hypotenuse. I need a category.
Okay, I'm gonna go with when pet lovers go too far.
Step right up for question 19.
This category is known as When Pet Lovers Go Too Far. Better wake up, there's $6,000 at stake. Put your tray in the upright position, it's time for takeoff. In an effort to be fair to your pets, you're considering vacation spots suggested by your cat. If you want to go to an English-speaking country, which of his choices should you pick?
Maui, Malawi, Oman,
Or
Myanmar.
Myanmar? Damn.
should have picked this. They speak English in Malawi, and they have great accommodations there too. A little bowl of milk at night, and they scratch you under the chin. Quite nice. All right, hit me.
Oh, what a relief it is. Gotta get out this hole. It's gonna be nothing in this segment.
May I introduce, oh, what a relief is it? This one can net you $6,000. Ready? Say you're a stone cutter. Did you say it? Okay. If you're carving a sculptural image that is slightly projected from the surface on which you are carving, which of the following are you doing? And by the way, this has to do with the way I'm pronouncing a certain word. Carving a fish in bas relief, carving a sheep in bas relief, carving a guitar in bass relief, or carving a bus in bus relief.
I don't know.
Here's what you should have picked. Bas relief is a type of sculpture that's different than high relief in that the image is only slightly raised from the surface. Actually, this is my definition of bas relief.
Round. So I have to get out of this situation here.
Okay, pick
What's
a
your
category.
Let's go with what's your sign. It's the last round. Jack attack.
All rise, the attack is now in session. If you see two words that go together on the screen, buzz in and you've got $2,000. Hit your buzzer when they don't go together. You can kiss $2,000 goodbye. Here's
Can't
the
get
fun
out this
part.
hole.
Remember the clue.
The words only match if they fit this clue. What's your sign? Oh, you sure better hope it's not dead end. Good luck.
Seven arches. Peacock. Oh shoot, I missed it. Ball here. Now. Red and white squirrel. I got all of them.
Wait, mother of God, are you human? You were like a machine. Let's check out your
This is the easiest part. $3,000. That would go to his run.
Except competition.
Not a lot of money, but I did get you on the plus side.
People were right when they said,
$3,000 add to your run total. That brings you to the $198,050. And we're going to do another segment. We're done with the PlayStation segment. Now we're going to do the Wii segment right after this.
People, let's get those commercials going. Bro.